Okay.
Is it working? It is working.
Now I'm recording too. Oh, there we go. That was the noise. That means start.
It does mean start.
Well, I don't know. We're starting though.
Have we started, though?
Yeah, we have.
Have we started?
Well, we go through this every fucking week, man. We've started. We both know.
What do you
it.
mean we've started?
Well,
Technically, what does start mean? Have we
to commence? I'm
to
sure
commence.
I'm sure if we Google
the definition of
begin. Yeah, you know what? That's a fucking great way to start. I'm gonna. Oh, god damn it! Fucking. Right. So, in my attempt to attach 3 monitors, or 2 extras, I guess, to my computer, all that's happened is when I disconnect it, now the mouse can disappear on both sides of the screen, and it's really fucking irritating. Hey,
let's define
define start. Define start. What button on your keyboard's broken again?
A key.
A key. Oh, well, it went all right this time.
Yeah.
Define star.
No, to start.
Start.
Start. Define start. Start.
Verb used without object.
To begin
set
out as on a journey or activity.
Well, yeah, I think that we can use
number 3. To spring, move, dart, or suddenly from position or place. The rabbit started from the bush.
Yeah, well, that's fucking ridiculous.
To give sudden involuntary jerk, jump, or twitch, as from shock, surprise, alarm, or pain. The thunderclap caused everyone to start.
To start what? Their engines.
Start. Yeah, I know. It's like, to start what?
Yeah. Oh, to protrude. To protrude. Shit. Okay.
And his pee-pee protruded.
His pee-pee started
from his pants.
Started through the unzipped zipper. Yeah. Great. All right. Well, yeah. You know what? We've started. Whatever the fuck that means. Just confuse the point for me. So,
confuse what point though, Lachlan?
Well, go and define point.
There is no point.
There is no point.
We could define point.
Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of podcast today.
Define.
It's just gonna be an hour and a half of us going, "Hey, what does this mean?" And we're gonna Google it. So, define point.
A tapered
sharp end of a tool, weapon, or other object. A dot or other punctuation mark.
They're just nouns though. We want the verb.
Yeah, we want the verb. Direct someone's attention towards something by extending one's finger.
Oh, God. Damn.
Shit.
Oh, here we go. A single item or detail in extended discussion, list, or text.
Very good. So we've started.
We've started, I think.
Yeah, we've started.
The point is we've started.
The point is we've started. Again, whatever the fuck that really means.
I had this discussion today with a girl I've been seeing about love. Because I was confused because that word gets thrown around a lot, and I was confused about when it is appropriate to say I love something. So we went through the definition of what love is, and I'll read it quickly. If we define love,
You can't get the L in there. It's like
Luv. Strong feelings of affection, a great interest and pleasure in something, and that's in its noun form, and as a verb, to feel deep and affection or sexual love for someone. Well, it's like, I tick those 3.
That's it.
Keep going through.
Chocolate fulfills all of them.
Yeah.
Especially the verb.
Have a strong sexual attraction to chocolate.
I have a strong sexual attraction to chocolate.
Is that chocolate as in chocolate that you eat, or chocolate as in like the subgenre of porn? Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we're both getting to that same point, I think.
Milky chocolate.
Oh,
hot
yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know. Either or. I'm not fussed. Picky man's a lonely man.
Well, anyway, it was a funny conversation.
I can't say that too loud. Actually, my girlfriend listened to these. I'm going to get my ass kicked now. Yeah. I wonder how many other people listen to it.
Well, I was like 10.
Yeah, no, but it might have just been her listening to it in increments. So, I don't know, man.
Did she listen to this to try to get some dirt on you?
Oh, fuck, probably. Maybe. I don't know. She probably just does it to figure out about my life because I don't really
talk.
Yeah, I'm not real vocal on stuff, so it's got to. Oh, maybe I'll just tell her that. I'll just be like, "Oh, you want to know what's going on? You got to keep listening to the podcast." Well, you can hopefully get about 10 views a week.
It's like one of those pyramid schemes where you sign your family up first.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad, sign up for this crazy deal. You know, you listen to this for 3 hours, you might learn something.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
It's just us talking shit.
Yeah, and then I think it's going to get to some kind of
and then what you do
philosophical thing, and it's
is you start your own podcast, and
and then you rope everyone else.
You rope everyone else in, and you make sure they listen to ours, and make sure they
you
listen to
mention
yours.
ours, and it's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
And then using that pyramid, we'll get like 2 million views,
and they'll get none.
And they'll get none.
Fuck yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go sign people up now, man.
We'll go.
So yeah, everyone who listens to this, all my girlfriend, go start your own podcast and make sure to reference us so that we can get famous and you don't.
Well, I was going to say we could put a poster up on the street.
Oh, we could do that. Just
listen
one.
To the Spud and Bonsai show.
Just one. We'll like hand draw it on a piece of A4 and just
listen to the Spud and Bonsai show.
I've got a 4-pen right here, man. Could do this.
You know, the best way to do it would be to go to like some busy road or intersection and just write it on the road.
Oh yeah, they can't get rid of it. Just paint it on there. You reckon?
Listen to the Spud and Bonsai show.
You could do it at the lights.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then just
on a busy intersection.
Yeah, I like it.
We just go there at night, listen to the Spud and Bonsai show. And that'll be advertisement. I wonder how many listeners we get from that.
I don't know, man. I'm guessing like, I would be hoping for at least 1 or 2.
I mean, it would be a lot of effort to do that.
It would be.
To get any listeners.
Yeah, and well, my thing was, then the police see it there and they're like, oh, this show, and then they just wait to find enough details about us to, to figure that kind of side of things out. So that could be a thing.
We could do some like real aggressive advertisements. Hey, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, we could kidnap people and beat them until they listen. What the fuck are you doing this Saturday night? What are you doing? Oh, I'm listening to your show.
That's right. And you're gonna do what with all your friends? Oh,
make them listen too.
Damn straight.
Yeah. All right, you can go home now.
Oh, this is not what I signed up for. I thought I was getting free ice cream. You only get free ice cream after you listen.
After you listen. I like it. That'll go on the list of marketing ideas, that one. Kidnap and abuse randoms.
Aggressive capitalism.
Oh.
Hey, you stupid fuck, buy my shit.
Buy
Why?
my
because
stuff.
I want to be rich and famous. And fuck you.
That is like the thing of like all advertising. And that's why I don't like ads here. It's most of the time they're just like, hey, you're stupid, buy our stuff. It's like, well, I'm not.
Do you know that problem you thought you never had?
Yeah, you know that problem that you don't have? Here's the solution for it.
Oh, man.
Well, fuck you guys. Wow, I didn't even realize that I didn't have this problem. Thanks for letting me know.
Have you ever gouged your eye out with a coat hanger? With the new Ultra Safe Max protectors, you will never poke your eye out again. And you're like, I've never ever had that happen.
But I don't want it to happen.
I don't want it.
I don't want it to happen, though.
It's never happened to me. It's never happened to anyone I know. But just to be safe, I'm going to spend $99.99 a month on coat hanger protectors.
Point protectors.
So I don't poke
As
my eye out.
we just defined point before, the pointy end... can you even... You can't use its own word to define itself. It's like circular reasoning.
Oh, well, yeah.
Not allowed to do that.
But there has to be some fundamental axioms or ground level in speech.
Well, yeah. I like to think that's... What's that word? Synonyms?
Called axiom.
Or do you mean something that's like no longer defined?
You no longer define... Like in math, we have like certain axioms.
Yeah, I think in... what do they call them in linguistics? I used to know that. I can't remember now. They do have a certain term of it, and
it's like the fundamental thing that you all your rest of your assumptions are based upon.
Oh, but I think it's more for of how you conjugate verbs and stuff.
Does that apply to all languages or just?
Yeah, I think most languages function the same way. That's why I'm pretty sure. Like that's one of the interesting things about.
Oh, quickly, just do a mic check while we're at it. Sorry.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit low.
Oh, yeah.
Go a little bit higher.
Oh, and my side's going to be quiet.
That's alright.
Now it's gonna be loud as fuck.
That's yeah. Okay, that was better.
Yeah. Okay.
We can
anyway,
I should be able to
edit
boost
that out.
it. I should be able to boost it.
Okay. I'll turn it down just a smidge. There we go.
It's got the magic of.
There we go.
Magic
Man.
of.
Probably
Just the magic.
Probably should have done a full mic test before we
That's
started.
alright.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hey, we're still
That's
learning.
it. Nobody fucking listens to these anyway.
We're doing it for our fun.
Yeah, well, that's it. Who
Fun
cares?
Foremost.
Yeah. All right.
Step 2, step 3,
Profit.
profit.
Yeah.
That comes later though.
Yeah. We got to get past the question mark part first.
Yeah. So anyway, we got it's been a busy week.
It's been a busy couple of weeks. We haven't put anything out for a couple of weeks.
I haven't had time. To.
Too busy being ass fucked by university. It's been great.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
Great.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Great.
So I just the last 3 days I think I've written 2 essays.
Yeah,
It's been pretty good.
I've been studying math and stupid terminology for a subject I don't give a fuck about.
But you have to pass.
I have to pass.
Yep.
It's just the gristle of the gristle of life, I guess.
I was going to say gristle of the thistle, but that doesn't make any sense. It just rhymes.
Didn't even know there's meat in a thistle.
There isn't. It's what makes it shitty when you find it.
Well, depends
For all
what
the thistles
definition
that you
of
eat.
meat you want to go by.
Oh shit! Here we go. Go and define meat. Do it.
Well, the old definition of meat was like the fleshy part of anything you could eat. So you.
Oh yeah, I could say that. All right. So the meat of a thistle, the gristle of the thistle.
Yeah, would be
That
the
could
shitty bit of the
would
thistle.
be the shitty bits of the thistle, which, like, let's be honest, is all of it. There's no fucking good part of a thistle.
Yeah, see, archaic. Food of
Any kind.
was called meat.
I like it.
That's like were those, like, the meaty parts and you know how people use meat as an adjective sometimes to describe obviously
something
to describe
fleshy.
It's an adjective.
yeah. There you go.
Like the meat of the handle when we talk like the width of an axe or
Yeah. Oh, go grab the meaty part of the handle.
Yeah.
As opposed to
The
the not meaty part.
the
thin part?
Yeah, the skinny.
The skinny part. Well, yeah, you got meat and skin. That's a thing, I guess. Look at that. Learning things. You're learning things today, whoever's listening.
Fair.
Which, yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah. So, I like the archaic version.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to use that. I'm going to ignore every other definition of it.
Sweet meat.
Sweet food.
Sweet meat. Yeah, sweet food.
Yeah.
I swear some of the, like meat pie technically is just
well,
a pie.
that's just a pie with fuck knows what in it. Yeah, that hasn't changed.
Meat.
Yeah, who knows
I think
what's
that's
in there.
changed a little bit.
Oh, well,
Back before industrial process, they couldn't juice carcasses of animals to get all the
meaty parts.
I don't really think it counts as meat once you've juiced.
Hey, look, it is. It's like we just defined it.
Yeah, I know, but
oh no, not the flesh of a person's body. Well, that's a food of any kind. There you go.
yeah, but I hardly call
Juiced bones
I hardly call juiced bones food.
goes into stock.
But do you call stock food, or is that like an ingredient?
You can take it by itself.
Oh yeah. What's the definition of food at that point?
Define food.
All right. It's probably just
I hope it comes up with
something
meat.
Edible
Yeah.
food.
Things that you put in your mouth.
Any nutritious substance that people or animals eat, drink, or that plants absorb in order to maintain life and growth.
We need food and water. Synonyms: nourishment, sustenance, nutrients.
Ah, fuck.
Fair.
Let's get off this tangent.
Yeah, okay. Daily bread. There you go.
Anyway,
Gotta go get my daily bread.
my daily
Yeah.
meat.
My daily meat.
I like meat in my mouth.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. So, what's been happening in your week then?
Nothing of everything.
Nothing of everything.
I deleted my Facebook again because
Oh, yeah.
I had one of these moments of it's when I get so misanthropic that I actually stay at home and not see anybody. It's like it's time to distance myself from things I hate. And I'm going to be honest with you, social media is 90% infuriating and 10% rubbish.
It doesn't leave
It doesn't
a lot of
leave
anything.
much for anything
It's
decent.
nah. Yeah. I've been through this phase with you before, though. I know that you delete it for a while, and then everyone gets the shits because they can't contact you. You get it back.
But there's a reason for that, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason. There's a reason Mike Bonsai goes.
What is it now? What does your better half think about you deleting?
Oh yeah, my new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, she was shocked.
Yeah, I'll
She
bet.
took it personally. Maybe not that personally, but
yeah. So deleted my Facebook so I would never have to talk to you.
yeah. I have to say, she was a little bit of a straw that broke the camel's back. I was already contemplating it, and then she sent me a massive message on Facebook about some shit that I don't want to talk about with the public.
Yeah.
And I didn't check my Facebook for ages, and she got the shits, and I was like, okay, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm pulling the pin on this for a while.
That's it. You know what's going to be better than checking it every 12 hours or 24 hours? Never checking it at all.
Yeah. Don't rely upon it.
That's it. I like it.
But
I like it.
It's social media, man. It's a strange.
Yeah, you gotta. It takes a long time, honestly, to set it up to be anything less than shitty.
I just honestly don't see the benefits much. All that happens a lot is what I see a lot is a lot of people get angry, a lot of people get worked up, a lot of people. I think 80, like, oh fuck, I hate that word too. 50% of the shit I see going on in the world at the moment, like all the hatred and anger, and 90% of, I'm just making up percentages.
Yeah,
but
I want to see referenced, cited sources.
You fuck.
Yeah.
A lot of it is fueled by knee-jerk reaction on social media. Once upon a time when you didn't have this, if something was for it to get in the news, it sort of had to be an issue for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The news cycle at the moment of it being instant has just kind of meant that rubbish filters to the surface.
Oh, so you're saying we have a chance?
Oh, we have. I mean,
yeah. That's what I'm taking away from this.
Donald Trump doesn't shake hand with some dude, and you're like,
well, fuck.
Well, how's that even? Why do I fucking care? A, as an Australian. B, how is that news?
Yeah.
Really, how is that news? It's not news. It's shitty.
Gossip.
It's a shitty distraction.
It's gossip. That's what gossip is, dude.
You know those shitty gossip magazines that used to exist, and everyone hated them.
Do they still exist?
I don't. I think they've been replaced by social media because media.
If anyone reads this and knows if like New Idea or Women's Weekly still exists, comment.
But they're not even the worst gossip magazines.
They're just the classics. They're not
classics.
Yeah,
but it's just this shitty gossip news that is not even noteworthy and will be forgotten in 2 weeks anyway. But because it can get so prominent so fast, people think it's important. It's like it's not at all.
Yeah, we had speaking of that kind of stuff, we had this discussion in my philosophy class not too long ago about some of the benefits of was the internet in general, and one of the guys said, "Oh, it's but it used to be that you couldn't know about things that happened over the other side of the world." His example, I think, was Harambe.
Yeah, but how does that even fucking news?
Yeah,
right?
Just let me finish on it. And so he was like, "Oh, and it, it's good to know these things, and I like to, and it makes me feel like I'm part of it." It's like, no, that's exactly the fucking problem. You don't need those. There's enough shit going on in your own life. You don't need to have to be on the in-joke of something that happened over the other side of the fucking world.
Or it was someone else's problem.
That is just 100% not any kind of part of your life. The only reason you know about it is because it was turned into a joke on social media. Albeit kind of a funny one. But
that joke was in reaction to the knee-jerk reaction of people
everyone else.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, that baby.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have shot the gorilla and should have just let that poor baby get mangled to death.
A lot of people say that like this thing was acting pretty like innocent and stuff. But I went back and watched that video. He was swinging that fucking kid around, man. That would not have been comfortable as the kid, like at all. It was just Anyway.
Yeah.
You fucking like dislocate this kid's arms accidentally. He's like, what is he, a silverback gorilla?
Yeah.
Fuck those things.
Can rip your arms off.
By accident. Fuck.
But who would win between a fight between a
Oh,
silverback
and Mike Tyson?
No, 2 Brock Lesnars.
Oh, 2 Brock Lesnars. Oh, fuck.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's a question. I was going to say, I vaguely remember reading somewhere that Mike Tyson tried to pay a zookeeper to let him in and fight a silverback. Yeah, maybe that's something we could verify that. But I'm pretty sure that was the thing, and the zookeeper just went, "No, you fucking crazy! It'll kill you." Yeah, he was like watching it bully like some other ones or something, and he wanted to like go and fight it.
I want to fight that.
I want to fight. Oh yeah.
Silverback gorilla. I'm gonna throw it who's boss.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna throw it who's bath.
I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat your babies.
Pulls his arms off.
Just bam. Just grabs one arm, grabs the other, and just.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He's ripped my arms off.
He's ripped my arms off. He's supposed to left hook things now.
Shitting on about it
before Mike Tyson fighting a silverback.
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't that be a thing?
Harambe and the news.
Yeah.
The news
yeah.
side.
Anyway, so you don't need to be on the. You don't need to know all of these things. This is just like
it's junk.
It's
junk
it's
news.
junk info. Go learn something good. Go learn how to build a fucking bench.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Go develop a skill. But the other problem I have with social media is this age-old problem. It's not really age-old problem because it's only this last 10
Well, that's
years.
an age. You didn't say age is old.
Yeah, cool.
So it's only one.
But it's whilst I do believe in free speech and everyone should have a voice, I think the point with social media is people forget is sometimes your opinion is just not relevant. So some Joe Blow bricklayer, I rag on bricklayers, man.
Yeah, that's because it's like the stereotypical dumb shit profession, man. It's like, how smart do you have to be to stack bricks?
Yeah,
not
but
real fucking
I know
smart.
friends who are bricklayers.
Yeah,
and
same.
Not that
So do I,
guys.
man. And they're not. They're just kind of messy.
I just need a.
I've never met like a clean brickie yet. Someone who actually keeps their shit organised.
I have one of my mates at uni. He's used to be a bricklayer. Now he's a robotics engineer.
Yeah, but does he like scatter shit all over the workshop? Because that's most of the time. That's what.
Well, he became a robotics engineer, so from a bricklayer.
Well, yeah. That's not a bad step up.
Well, because he couldn't be fucked laying bricks.
Yeah,
his whole
well,
life.
why the fuck would you? That is a shit job.
Yeah, but he enjoyed it. It was a physical job. He's outside all day.
Yeah, he likes that. He
But
just doesn't want to do it when he's 50.
Yeah. But the question, what was?
That's fair enough. That's why we're both here.
Yeah, true. But my point is I don't want to stereotype. I need to find a dumbass stereotype
That we can rag on.
Hey,
fitters, man. Fitters and turners.
Yeah, but they're actually not that dumb.
Yeah, I know. But they're like the antithesis to my trade. I have to rag on them. It's like kind of part of my...
Oh, you're welding versus...
Yeah, so it's like Boilermakers versus fitter and turner.
It's like
a thing.
electrician versus everybody.
Versus everyone else.
Well, it depends.
Can we rag on plumbers?
Yeah, we can rag on plumbers. All they do is... how hard does it have to be a plumber? It's like shit runs downhill.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
4 years at TAFE. 3 years at TAFE and one in there.
One in the field.
To
learn shit runs
To learn
downhill.
that... you got to take it slow with people sometimes, man. Take it slow.
Alright, so some dumbass plumber...
Alright, we got that sorted out.
Whose obsession is football, beer, and gambling on horse racing. What has kind of he know about economic policy that like some person who's studied their whole career at university and has probably suggested, it's probably in my opinion because I have a PhD in economics.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking doctor in this.
That it's probably not best to do that. And then he's like, but you're a fucking blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, but...
What the fuck would you know? And he's like, well, hang on, dude. I don't want to be a...
Yeah, you know what? No, fuck it. Be a cunt.
Yeah,
you don't know shit.
You don't know shit, and you shouldn't probably criticize
It's like this
on this
thing of-
guy who does know what he's talking about. Whilst it's just like climate change science.
Yeah, I was actually about to bring this point up because this article that I had to pull apart for one of my classes, the dude who wrote it is a biologist, and it was like a piece in the paper. And you know, some of those opinion pieces are fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he said that you could achieve... Yeah, no, I'm still I'm projecting, man. I'm projecting my voice at it.
Sorry.
I'll just hold it like this.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, anyway, so he said you could achieve population control with just a moderate tweaking of social economic and immigration policies. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You clearly have absolutely no respect for how individually... not only are those things all extremely complicated, they're all complicated in really different ways.
And they're also, in some ways, interrelated as well.
Yes, and interrelated to a bunch of other issues. It's like, you don't just go and fuck with the world economy.
It's just like they pop open the bonnet and take a screwdriver.
Yeah, that's
and it's
it.
like,
It's just
this is the refugee screw. And
Yeah, we just got to tighten that one up a bit. Yeah, but we want to loosen off this economic screw over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's like, hey, look, and you probably... Yeah, okay, buddy. Writing the article. Yeah, I'm sure you know a lot about your field, but that doesn't make you great at everything.
Oh, what?
That's actually another thing that shits me sometimes about university, though, is, like, that kind of elitism.
Oh, yeah.
That some people... It's like, I'm at university, so I know heaps. It's like, no. First of all, you're at university because you don't know heaps. You're here to learn. It's like... when you get your P's in your car.
Yeah,
like getting your P's doesn't mean you're a good driver. It means that you have the minimum, you've shown minimum skills to be allowed by yourself. You're not good. You're just not shit enough to kill someone, probably.
Probably.
No guarantees, just probably.
That's why there's a P on their car, because it's probably.
Probably gonna die.
Probably gonna have an accident.
Yep. Anyway, I had that fucking argument with the dude at TAFE. He got his P's. Like, oh, they gave him a P's because I'm a good driver. I was like, no, they gave you your P's because you just weren't shit.
You meet the minimum requirements.
You meet the minimum requirements.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... And then he got his P's taken off him because he was a fucking dickhead in his car. And then he had to ride his bike everywhere for a year.
P plates on his...
And then basically it means that I got off my P's before he did.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, well, fucking eat a dick, buddy.
We're shitting on about before that, though.
Oh, yeah, people...
Okay, climate change, yeah. It's like my dad, he's a good bloke. He's got no qualification, though. And last time I saw him, he was telling me how he doesn't believe in climate change. And I was like, what do you mean you don't believe it? He's like, I don't believe in the facts, the science that... And I'm like, Dad, whoa. These guys are professionals, man. They've studied this shit for so long. And whilst they have differing opinions, the general consensus is that humans and pumping all this shit in the atmosphere is not very good for the planet.
Bad.
It's bad. He's like, yeah, but, global warming is rubbish. I'm like, it's irrelevant.
You can't fucking... No, you don't get to refute scientific research with, but it's false.
Yeah, but it's rubbish. It doesn't it's some cycle, natural cycle. It's like, Dad, I don't think... You missed the point. Even if the scientists... Let's just say, the way I see it, you're taking a gamble. If you pretend nothing is going to change in the future... You just say, all right, we're going to be ignorant of what possibly could happen.
Yeah.
What happens if it does happen down the track and all of a sudden the world's hotter and now we can't grow? We can't grow.
Flooded Holland.
Well, let's just say now, for whatever reason, because it's hotter. Like, mind you, the global temperature being warmer could actually benefit humans. As in, agriculture could open up more land.
Yeah.
It could make trees grow bigger. Oh yeah, my phone went off. Could make fruit trees grow more fruit because there's more.
Yeah, who knows?
Whatever. But it could also do nothing. It could be just all merry and nothing really changes, or it could go the complete opposite direction where we have massive worldwide famine and nothing grows anymore.
It could be that the extra kick up in degrees kills a whole bunch of insects that are really useful for birds to feed on. Birds have nothing to eat in coupling with, the pips of things, so they die. Things don't get, fruit seeds don't get spread.
Yeah, the bees all die out and nothing pollinates the crops anymore. And I tried to explain to him that what we're doing by effectively not doing anything is we're still making a choice in some regards. I've got that old Cub Scout motto is be prepared.
Yeah.
Be prepared for the worst. Worst case scenario is in 20 years' time we can't grow as much food as we used to be able to in the old way of doing things.
Yeah.
So the way I see it is you should probably do something to make sure that if the worst happens, we have a backup plan. We have plan B, and we also should have a plan C and a plan D and a plan E.
Yeah.
Just in case.
For sure.
But saying, no, nothing's going to change. It's just a cycle, natural cycle in the planet, rah, rah, rah. You're taking a gamble there by not having a backup.
Yeah.
You're not taking out... It'd be like not having an insurance policy on your house or your car. I never crashed my car. But I don't want to risk not like having an insurance policy.
I think it's like not having house insurance in a really heavily fire-prone area.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, it's just a natural cycle. It's like, yeah, but the natural cycle is going to fucking burn your house down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get fires through here every 6 years.
Yeah, but...
Does it...
No,
doesn't that say that you should get insurance?
It's just an insurance policy.
Yeah.
Planning for the worst case scenario is an insurance policy against the worst case scenario.
I think, there's...
Now, the problem, going back to the original problem of social media, is I don't think people...
it's too easy to get your idiot opinion out there.
Yeah, it's way too easy for idiots to have a loud opinion nowadays.
Oh, did you read that thing in the paper? It was a while ago. This guy's... I don't know, he's probably a plumber. He's fucking ragging on the windmills, the wind turbines.
Oh, yeah.
And he's saying... right, so he's just like...
the look on your face just makes me laugh.
Oh, man, it's just one of those things that you're in. You're just like... Whoever the fuck gave birth to this guy should be embarrassed. Right? He's just... basically the line that killed me was... And everyone knows that when the wind blows backwards, they turn backwards and suck power out of the grid. What?
Okay, that would have had to be a joke, right?
Nah, this was like... This guy was like really shitty because they were building loads of wind turbines like in his town. They were near his house. It's like, they make loads of noise, like those normal complaints. And besides, they don't do anything because when the wind blows backwards, they turn the other way and pull power out of the grid. Everyone knows this.
Oh, what's that? Which
is an argumentative fallacy.
Oh, yeah, but what's that ignorant curve? Remember the ignorance curve? It's like you learn about stuff, and you get to the point where you don't know. You don't know enough to know that you know nothing.
Yeah, you start with unconscious ignorance, so you don't know how little you know.
What's the name of that curve?
Oh yeah, I can't remember what it is. So unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious. Yeah, sorry.
Incompetence.
Yeah, in unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, unconscious.
Yeah, competence. But there's like a graph. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, look, that's got a hierarchy. That's pretty good.
Maybe it's a Dunning-Kruger effect. I'll know it when I see it. I was looking it up the other day.
Yeah,
but it's that
hierarchy of competence. That's what that says. Skill acquisition. Dude. Yeah. Dreyfus model of skill acquisition.
Yeah. But so you hit that first peak of you know enough about a subject, but you don't know enough to know how little you know.
Yeah.
And people like that, they just don't know enough about how windmills work. Those turbines have a fucking swivel, and you see the big fin that pokes out the back. So you got the rotating blades, and the big fin out the back. That's idea of that big fin at the back is it points in the direction of the wind. So if the wind starts blowing from the wrong way,
it turns
it around to face the other way.
Yeah, man.
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah, that's Yeah. Anyway, there's just shit like that. And that's really frustrating sometimes to deal with.
It's a Dunning-Kruger effect. So you got your confidence
on
one scale and your experience on the
yes.
So you don't know enough about something to know how little you know.
Yeah.
And then once you hit that first peak, and
then you're just like, holy fucking shit, I don't know anything, and then your confidence goes way down.
It looks like...
We've got to make this. Got to make this the fucking cover of our.
Yeah, okay, I'll chuck it in.
Yeah,
make a note of roughly the time and.
No, don't even. Just put it for the whole thing, man. Just this,
okay,
so you can really get into your head.
Yeah, how little you know when you think you know something.
So if you're really, really confident about your knowledge in something, chances are you don't know shit.
Yeah. So the graph goes really high at the start, really quick, and then it drops in a real deep, long U shape. And along the bottom of the graph is the amount of experience you have, and on the other side is your confidence. And yeah, there's just so many people that have a tiny amount of knowledge about a subject, but not enough to know anything, and they're so confident about it.
Supreme confidence.
It's like this. Did I ever tell you a story on this podcast yet about my mate when I was at trade school? And he was like an old electrician. He did this late in life, and he was telling me how he was trying to design an electric motor that could produce more power out than what it put in. So
good luck.
It's like one of those. What are they named?
Like
those
perpetual
machines?
motion.
Yeah, perpetual motion machine. You think he designed one of them? And I tried to explain to him,
Pretty sure that goes against the laws of physics.
Yeah, it's fundamentally wrong. It's like, no, I've just got this few problems I'd nut out. And I was like, dude, I don't want to be Look, we can look at this from another angle. You might be right. Okay?
Yeah, but you won't figure it out.
But don't you think that, electric motors have been around for a couple 100 years now. Don't you think someone already would have invented that?
Yeah.
Don't you think someone who kind of invented Ohm's law and all that
the shit you learned about in TAFE?
Do you think the people who designed the motors would have thought about if this is possible or not? And he kind of looked at me and he was like, yeah, but I'm so close. I'm like, you're so dumb.
You're right,
so
right at
ignorant,
the...
man.
You're climbing that confidence ladder real quick.
It's the problem, like a lot of these guys, they learn, especially...
Hey, click on that one that says Mount Stupid.
Yeah, it's Mount Stupid.
That's fantastic.
Mount knowledge of the topic.
Yeah, Mount Stupid. I like it.
But I like this one better because it kind of shows that even the experts are never really as confident as they were when they knew nothing. But this is the second problem I have with this kind of stuff, especially this climate change shit, is a lot of these critics of it, even the journalists who report about it, they don't have like the mathematical understanding to read the papers and stuff.
Yeah.
So they sort of they go off this hand wavy abstract explanations, and they kind of miss the point entirely. It's like,
you can't read the language.
well, this guy who thought he invented the perpetual motion machine, if he actually sat down and crunched the numbers at a high level, he would have quickly realized that what he's doing is impossible.
Yeah.
But he just didn't have that knowledge to do so.
Yeah. I remember I went to TAFE with a guy, speaking about dumb TAFE stories.
Yeah.
And we were learning how to do what's called arc welding, which is like stick welding. So you got the stick
Yeah.
and the handpiece, and you press it on the metal, and it just zaps electricity through it, and, two become one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Meld them together.
Yeah. Anyway, you can do it with a car battery.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
You can. And anyway, the week after we'd learnt this, one of the dudes was telling me how he busted his diff or something, 4-wheel driving on the weekend, and he just welded it back together with a couple of rods that he had in his car and his battery. I was like, fuck off, man. First of all, I saw you welding last week. You did not get any better than that through... you're not good enough to do that.
Yeah.
Second of all, you just happened to have a couple of rods sitting in the back of your car, and you welded your diff.
How did you start the car again?
I didn't even get that far. It was just like... Fuck, man.
Yeah, no.
Fuck, man.
From 0 to 100 in 1 week.
Yeah, 0 to hero. No time flat. I actually believe that's part of the song on Hercules. Disney.
Sorry, I gotta turn my phone off.
Yeah, you're getting all those Age of Empire noises going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard when you're popular.
It's hard when you have a girlfriend who...
Hey, look, mine doesn't fucking message me, man.
She's learnt the hard way, Lachlan.
Yeah. There's that too. So we're not in that initial part anymore. We hate each other now. So it's like...
That long-lasting
hatred.
hatred.
We've got mutual disgust. We're in that part of the... That's mutual lust, mutual disgust. I like it.
That's nice.
Get that on a t-shirt. Mutual lust, mutual disgust.
Mutual lust, mutual trust, mutual disgust.
Yeah, well, there's that too in there. That's a big part of it.
But
I like it. Fucking, there's that t-shirt place down the road.
Okay.
Go get it.
I actually want to get a t-shirt printer. I have always these genius ideas for t-shirts, but like I don't want 12 of one t-shirt.
Yeah.
I just like want one.
Yeah.
Just a single t-shirt, like this is cool, look at me, ha ha ha,
Yeah,
I made a funny joke.
Yep.
And then fuck it off.
Yeah, and you probably don't want to go and carve out blocks for block printing. Like,
No.
Yeah.
I've seen them. It's like a computer printer, but for 3D for
You mean like a 3D printer?
for t-shirts. It's a printer for t-shirts. But there's little jokes I have that I want to have.
You
want
to get on your t-shirt. What about like a maths joke? Could you have one?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. It's like there's one that's a 69. Math. Math jokes.
MQ.
Anyway.
You got to.
Now let's talk about
mate.
something else. Fuck it, I don't want to talk about math.
You don't want to talk about.
I don't want to talk about math.
You've been doing math probably like flat out recently.
I don't want to talk about math. I don't want to debate about math.
You don't want to. Yes. You don't want to debate about math.
No,
I thought math debating was one of your favourite things to do.
I love a good math debate, but I have a girlfriend now, and she loves to math debate with me.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. It's a joint math debation.
Oh, it's a mutual math debation.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Shit, dude.
We like to do it in the bed too.
Yeah. Debate math everywhere.
Debate. You can debate math standing up. You can math debate sitting up. You can math debate on the toilet.
Yeah. You can math debate wherever you want. As long as you got someone to debate with.
Oh, you can debate by yourself.
Oh, yeah, you can. You can math debate by yourself. Just keep it in practice. Got to practice for later on.
Yeah,
when you've got other people to debate with.
Yeah, but you need to. If you math debate by yourself, you want to go find especially at work, you want to go to somewhere where it's nice and quiet, like the toilets or something.
That's it.
You can sit on the toilet and debate math.
Debate math for at least minutes.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What else has been happening, Lachlan?
Yeah. I've got some. We're going to try and keep this a bit of a rantless thing, but we've already ranted on social media. Bricklayers, plumbers.
We didn't rant.
Oh, there was a bit of a social media rant.
Oh, we didn't.
Anyway, we've gotten to here, and I'm going to rant.
Negativity.
I'm going to rant about people who walk 3 abreast on crowded footpaths.
Oh, God.
Because this has been giving me the shits for a while now, and I meant to mention it last time. 2 weeks on, and I still have this seething hatred of it. So it's got to be a thing, right?
Oh,
because I don't hold grudges at all.
No. What you need is one of those cattle prods.
I was about to say, cattle prod.
Cattle prod.
Just need to fucking
move
zap
cattle
it.
along.
Oh man, it's like, this is a crowded footpath, right? There's like, people are struggling to walk, and you're just gonna fucking walk. Just walk single file, you fucks. Don't walk 3 across and make everyone else like press themselves against the wall or step to the side inside the doors of shops or like fucking.
The worst ones are the ones who
assholes. Fucking assholes.
I almost killed this woman the other day. She walked out of a store and turned right, but was looking left. How fucking dumb do you have to be?
Yeah.
Right?
Look where you're walking, especially when
walked into me.
It's like merging in traffic,
and then you look the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
I didn't see that car. It crashed into me. Yeah. You
should have fucking looked. Yeah, man.
I was crossing the road at one of the green men as well.
Yeah.
And I had some dude almost run me over.
The dude that nearly hit you.
I punched his car as he drove past.
Yeah.
So you fucking asshole.
Yeah, just people don't fucking look.
I pointed at the light and he looked back at me, so I just punched his car.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole. God damn it, man.
Yeah, you fucking kill people like that, man.
Well, you know how we talked about just before about the minimum standard for getting a license? I think it's too easy to get a car license.
Yeah, man.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
Well, back to your walking.
Yeah, it's just it's brought me onto like a whole bunch of other things, but yeah, it's like just pack of assholes. Just walk single file. You can still talk to each other.
Just fucking hopeless. Well, it's not even that. It's like you could be walking 3 abreast, and then if you hear someone come up behind you, go, "Hey guys, let's move out."
Yeah, move out of the way when other shit's happening.
Yeah.
You know, just I don't know, be a little bit considerate. I have a thing about like, don't go out of your way. Really, but be a little bit considerate. There's like a baseline of shit that you should do to like just make things flow well.
Yeah, it should be every person's obligation to try to make things run smoothly.
Have it run efficiently. Obviously, you don't have to go like really far out of your way.
Well, it's simple. It's like if you're window shopping. If you stop on the street and you want to window shop, and there's
don't stand in the middle of the fucking footpath.
Well, just say if you want to stand in the middle of the footpath, be prepared to step around. You should be able to step around people as they come and go.
Yeah. Yeah, it just, I don't know, shits me. Fucking shits me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can see by the look on your face.
Yep. Annoys the fuck out of me.
Like people who stand on escalators.
Oh, yes.
Don't walk.
People who stand in the middle of escalators.
Yeah.
That's the fucking worst. Or they stand there and they have a massive bag. And they stand kind of... Because you know everyone, when you stop on the escalator, you always are on the left-hand side. That's kind of like the unspoken rule.
The rule of thumb in Australia.
Yeah, left-hand side on the escalator if you don't want to go fast. So, and then you get people who are carrying their bag in their left hand, and so they put the bag down like on the escalator, and that puts them on the right-hand side, and then they just fucking stop.
Yeah, what you do is you walk as close as you can behind them.
I stomp a lot when I coming up, just so they can hear me too.
Yeah.
So dong 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 dong.
Move, bitch. Get up. Go away.
Yeah, and all people that walk 2/3 of the escalator and then stop at the top. It's like
the worst ones are the ones who get
2 steps and it's the easy part.
They get off the escalator and then
and then they stop. Yeah, fuck those guys too. Fuck those guys.
They stop
so
and look
frustrating.
around and you're like, dude, take another 3 steps.
Yeah, just get out of the way.
Stop.
It's not like the fucking magic moving footpath stopped, so I'm just going to stand right here. Shit. It's like it's like we had that it wasn't even a fire drill at uni. It was an actual evacuation.
Yeah, there was an actual fire.
Yeah, and it wasn't anything serious, but everyone just walks onto the escalators, clogs them up, and then I'm not saying run. Don't panic and run, but maybe walk to the exit.
Well, theoretically, the whole building's on fire.
As much as you fucking know.
Yeah.
Could be that there's like some electrical thing in the basement's exploded and the whole fucking foundation's on fire. Who the fuck knows?
It could be leaking poisonous gas.
Yeah, and you know what? There's some weird shit in weird places at uni.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows what's going on? There could be some radiation problem because I know that there's X-rays happening in that building.
They got radioactive material and all this sort of stuff in there.
Who the fuck knows what's going on?
Yeah, I totally
Anyway,
agree.
we're just going to clog up the escalators and
the worst part is
we're
going to take 4 steps outside of the building.
Oh yeah, and that was my next point. And then they get out of the building and they stop directly out of the door. It's like, I'm out of the building. I'm fucking safe now. Okay, yeah, don't worry about like the 100 people behind you that now can't get out.
Don't even think that if the building's on fire, it's
maybe
possibly
you should get
structurally
20 meters away from it.
But if the building's like burning down, it's possibility that it might collapse.
It might fall on you.
Yeah,
You're not that far away. It's not just exit building safe. Power down. No, fucking that's why they have. That's part of the reason they have gathering points, right?
Yeah.
So that when you don't just exit the building and fucking mill around, you go to like this designated point because one, it's far away from the buildings.
Yeah.
And you can be counted there. Like people, how many people were in your class? Not that that's a great fucking indicator at uni because
it means shit.
Nobody turns up.
Yeah.
I think it was
Well, my biggest problem back to the escalator thing, especially at uni, that it really annoys me is like these people who they mill around like they got nothing to do. Like if you got fucking nothing to do,
oh man, that
don't
grinds.
Be there.
Yeah, that grinds my gears so hard. I'm like I'm always in this perpetual fucking anxious state of rushing around to get shit done, and then I just see people like, I went out on Wednesday and Thursday, and it's Friday now, and I'm supposed to do a group assignment, but I'm going out tonight. And it's like, well, fuck you guys.
Fucking arts degree students.
Yeah.
There's no way you can study engineering. And
look, even... Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm going to blame business students, I reckon.
Or maybe because you're actually putting an effort in.
Well, yeah, there could be that too.
Learn what you want to study.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm doing an arts grade, but I'm also doing, like, a double major. So I don't know if that complicates things for my workload. I don't feel that it does because I still only have the same amount of units.
You're an engineer in disguise, and
I just like building stuff. I don't
realize.
want to build things for a living, and I feel like I would want to do that. I would have to do that
You don't have to build things for a living. You tell. The thing is with being an engineer is you don't build the thing. You tell other people.
Yeah,
to
but
build
I don't
it for you.
I don't want to like draw or do any of that shit. I just want to
draw or do any of that
I don't want to do it. I don't want to be in a workshop. I don't want to do anything like that.
You don't have to.
Well, what do you guys do?
You could be like a computer engineer.
I don't want to fucking do that either. I like doing it for fun. I don't want to wreck it.
Video games.
I don't want to. I don't want to wreck it for myself. It's like I'm going to build my. One day I'm going to get around to building my fully automatic lacquer band gun. That's. Can do that. That's going to be fine.
God damn. You just like you see someone who has a calling and
I got my other thing that I like doing.
It's
make money off that.
Japanese is amazing. And
No.
karate.
It's not even that. I just
doing philosophy.
Yeah, I can kick and punch people in my
spare time.
Kicking,
punching people by night, philosophizing
by day.
What is the meaning
because
of
it's
this?
bad for your eyes. Because it's bad for your eyes to philosophize and write things at night. Because there's not enough background light.
Yeah, goddamn. Philosophize and then design lacquer band guns.
Yep. During the mid-afternoon and
evening. You could become like a mathematician or something.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Look, honestly, I'm fully aware of I could do a lot of things.
You could become an engineer and do exactly what you do now, except for just with engineering.
Except
there's not enough ethics in engineering, dude.
Yeah, actually, that's something that one of my... Well, actually, he's the lecturer. He was bringing that up. It's like, yeah, most science places don't talk about ethics, same as engineering. They just don't cover it.
Why the fuck? Like, if you want to look at ethics in engineering, if engineers were ethical, then things like BP would not exist anymore. Like oil mining. Oh no, we only lost like 10 million barrels of oil into
the ocean,
into some natural habitat. There's one recently in Australia that I read on the news. They accidentally released. See if I can find the article. And this fucking oil or mining company, either way, the same fucking thing. And they've just released a bunch of.
Why do you always write in capitals?
Oh, it's because I keep hitting caps lock. Australia's mining oil spill. Is it oil or is it some mining environment
spillage?
No, it's just somewhere in Australia.
Scholarly articles.
Issue, but anyway, this mining company accidentally fucked up the environment and left without notifying anyone. And all of a sudden, all these fucking animals and fish and shit are dead.
Ugh.
And it's like, but the worst part is it's like in the upper catchments.
So really?
So it's right at the start of the chain.
Shit. It just runs into everything else.
It runs into everything else. It's polluted everything, and it's...
Thanks, assholes.
Yeah, but there's no fucking ethics, man. If they had some ethics, they wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah. Mining environmental issues. I like it. Really highlighting the issues of it, the main points, the main.
Bloody computer's got this humming.
Yeah, it's got
issue.
this whine that it's doing.
Yeah, I just gotta go and then clean it up.
Yeah, so what is doing that?
I have no idea. It would just be something loose.
Something loose needs tightening.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway, it's just fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But we need people. But the problem is with engineering is you got to have such a foundational knowledge as well to understand what's going on. So. Yeah,
I was having a look at all of the basic units. It's like you got to have a whole bunch of maths units. Then you got to have foundational physics, thermodynamics.
Yep.
Electrical stuff.
Yeah, the foundation's the same.
Yeah.
And then you go and specialise.
And then you just specialise off it. But that first year is just all introduction. Oh, it's not even introduction. It's like Physics 101 and...
Yeah, you'd be fine with it all.
Yeah.
You're not as dumb as you think you are.
No, I don't think I'm dumb. Maybe, or is this just the Dunning-Kruger effect now that I'm looking at that again?
No, it's not, Lachlan. It's just you hated high school.
Oh, yeah.
That's your problem.
I like the fact that
when you're at high school and you don't fit in with the education system, so you automatically
assume it's shit. It's like,
dumb.
no, you just gotta.
You told you're dumb. Oh, Lachlan, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the effect for you is, but I felt I felt because I didn't feel right at school, so I felt like that I was dumb. But I just realized that no, I wasn't dumb.
School was dumb.
School was the dumb thing.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. Like a few years later on, though, when you think back, and the teacher just goes like, "Oh, just learn it because I say so." And for me, I was just always like, "Well, that's fucking dumb. I'm not doing that. The fuck do I care what you think?" Anyway, and it's just like, but a few years later, he's like, "Yeah, you know what? That I can see why that would have been useful, and I can see that after dealing with like 20, 15-year-old assholes, they probably can't be fucked explaining it to me."
Nah, fuck that, man.
So
that's their job.
It is, though. It is their job. Oh, did I tell you about the time that I got like a detention and they wanted to suspend me because I agreed with the teacher?
What?
Yeah. I'd been a cunt for a while, and anyway, I was in this class and I got thrown out.
Who by?
Oh, I can't remember her name. It was like
her.
I think it was a her. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I know who you're thinking of, and it wasn't them.
Oh, there's two of them.
Oh, well,
it was
probably. I don't think it was either of them because it was.
It was the one who used to live near where you used to live.
Yeah, it wasn't her.
And it was like Randy, the C-bomb, Collins or whatever.
No, she wasn't an English teacher. She was the Viscom teacher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She hated me.
Yeah, no, she hated everyone, man. She didn't like anyone, and Mum's were good friends with her and stuff too. It's like
shit.
Yeah, so I knew both of them like outside of school as well. No escape, man. No escape. Anyway, yeah. So I can't even remember who it was now because it was. I think I was in year 7. Anyway, it was 7 or 8, and I got put out of class because I was being a dick, and they were like, "Are you ready to come back into the class now?" And I was just like, "Yeah." I was getting pretty bored. I was like, "Yeah, yes." I just said yes, and there was like, "Go to the principal's office." I was like, "Fucking what? I just agreed with you. I just said I'm ready to be sensible and come in. What the fuck more do you want?" I was like, looked at them, and
it's just like, how you said yes, Lachlan. It's just how you said yes.
Well, shit.
Yes.
Yars.
Yars with it.
Yes.
With the big jaw movement. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, must have been something in the tone, but I was like, right, well, fuck you. Like,
I agree with you. I sent the time out once and I didn't go. I was like, no.
Oh, do you remember fucking what's his name? He used to send everyone to timeout.
Oh yeah, he had half the class there.
Yeah. He had. We had an oversized class, and he had all of us bar 3 in there. That was like 27 kids in this tiny room.
Go to time.
He was like, "Go to timeout." It's like fucking 5 minutes into the class, started sending people, and it just turned into a game for us. We're like, well, how many people can we get sent? And it was pretty much our whole class, and it was getting to the point where like we were all standing like with our arms at our sides trying to get more people into this room. Like, you remember how small that room is? You got nearly 30 kids in there. Doesn't fit. You got people standing on tables. Fucking just doesn't fit. And teacher walked by, it might have been Catlow, walked past and just looked and went,
did you think
he's like, I gotta fucking talk to him, he can't do this.
Maybe he had a quota or something.
Well, this other guy, I think that was the tool he was given to deal with unruly kids, and he felt like he had to make a point because we all thought he was a joke. Because he told us he invented the swag.
Oh, this guy.
This guy.
I hated this teacher. Yeah. He told me a story once of how he drew the perfect circle without...
Leonardo da Vinci style? Is that like he did that?
He was drawing on a...
on a
piece of paper, and he just drew a circle. And then he went and got like a protractor and compass and shit out.
So that's pretty good circle. Oh, holy shit, it's a perfect circle.
I was like, get fucked, you didn't do that. It's like, yeah, I did. I was like, well, do it again. And he drew this like lopsided thing.
Yeah.
I was like, not even close, buddy.
Fucking perfect.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
I don't think Leonardo da Vinci could even do a perfect circle.
I think he was the closest one, though. I think that was his... Although, who the fuck knows?
It's the stupidest skill.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's like... it's like just parlor tricks or...
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm going to change this water into wine. Close your eyes.
Yeah. Hey, look, I can do a Rubik's Cube in 10 seconds.
Yeah, talk about useless skills. One of the guys I went to TAFE with, actually, I'm pretty sure he failed. He got, like, addicted to doing Rubik's Cubes. That was, like, his thing. He's got about halfway through the year, just fucking with Rubik's Cubes. He got real good at them.
Yeah.
Real good at them. And failed. Because he just failed TAFE. Didn't do any work.
Just did Rubik's.
Just fucked around with Rubik's Cubes. Didn't do his work. And the teacher's like, well, I'm not fucking passing him.
Well,
he failed.
Like, out of modern day addictions, he's like, I got addicted
honestly,
World of Warcraft. I got addicted to playing online poker.
I got addicted to gambling and drugs.
Yeah.
I got addicted to a Rubik's Cube. Honestly, he did pretty fucking
it's
well.
Destroying my life.
Yeah. Done. Yeah.
He just wakes up in the middle of the night, takes it off his bedside table.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, man. It's
at that
look,
point,
honestly, yeah.
Play chess or something at that point, man.
Yeah, no.
At least you make money off playing chess.
I think you can go to the Chess World Championships.
Yeah.
If you get real good.
Yeah. And it's even easier to play a game, especially with phones and stuff nowadays.
Oh, yeah. That's it. You can connect and just do that. It's like I was thinking about switching out to Solitaire, which I actually don't play much of these days. My little Solitaire craze has come to an end.
Oh, yeah.
I only play like one game every now and again instead of playing like 10 games and going, oh, that wasn't too much. And then picking it up 10 minutes later and playing 10 more.
You should learn that Japanese chess game. Like the Japanese and Chinese, I think, had their... It's like called Go or something like that.
Oh,
not Go.
It's not Mahjong.
It's not Mahjong. They had their own kind of chess style game.
Yeah. I think most cultures do end up developing something similar to chess. It seems to be a pretty common thing. But what do I know?
Yeah, but play that.
Citable sources.
Oh, we can do some Google foo.
No, I'm still learning by looking at this Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh, yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You'd be surprised how common it is in just even at uni with my co-students. I had this chick. She's studying telecoms or some electrical engineering or something, and she was telling me how, because I just got chatting to her one day. I was like, oh yeah, have you got any cool ideas of stuff you want to work on? She's like, yeah, I want to invent wireless computer chargers and phone chargers. I was like, they kind of already
I was going to say, aren't they already a thing?
So I questioned her about it. And she's like, no, like, just imagine you walk into uni and your laptop and phone start charging. I was like, you do realize that how much power usage that uses? And she's like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, well, who was it? Not Faraday, the crazy one. Tesla. Tesla was working on these ideas for years. And these internet people have been working on these ideas of wireless power transmission for years, and it doesn't work. Because just the way power signals propagate outwards. So if you think of it like you drop a stone in a pond and the ripples propagate everywhere. They don't propagate in one direction. You can't really channel the ripples.
Yeah, you can't aim them.
Well, you can. At that point, you just have a high-powered laser between points.
You just fucking...
And then just anything that crosses that bar
gets electrocuted.
Vaporized. And I think the amount of power you'd want to shoot across, you'd be probably vaporizing the atmosphere. I think it's raining.
Yeah, look at that.
You'd be vaporizing the atmosphere between the points. It kind of, at that point, is...
What are you doing?
Too dangerous to use.
Yeah. Oh, it's like that thing I was telling you about the other day. It's the anti-missile system that the military was trying to test. It was a few years ago now. It was like a laser, basically shot missiles out of the air.
Yeah.
But the thing that aimed the laser couldn't keep up with the speed of missiles and stuff. So really all they could do was sink other ships with it. Turns out that the only ships that you could sink were like Somali pirates and things. So they basically just had like an anti-pirate death beam. It's like, which is fucking badass.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's like its initial purpose was just not
well thought out.
Not well thought out.
Not well engineered.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was talking to this chick about this wireless charging, and I kind of brought up that how people have already tried to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then I brought up the fact is, just imagine, you know how you got those stovetops that they use the eddy currents in metal to heat? So you need like a metal frying pan.
Yeah.
So it means
the safety stovetop things.
Yeah, the safety so you can touch it.
It's not hot.
However, if you accidentally put a piece of metal on top, like, or if you have a wedding band, or
you burn the fuck out of yourself,
and it just heats that up really hot real quick.
Especially if it's gold or something.
Just imagine if you walked into uni and you had like a set of car keys that one day just worked as an antenna and
just picked up the charging. Fucking
and
exploded.
Just caught fire in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially if you melted that metal up to like just hot enough to melt it, and it just
not even
dripped all on your leg.
I don't think you would feel it before it got that hot. As soon as it started getting hot, you'd be like, "Oh fuck, what's this getting hot?" And then
imagine, and especially if it's like a wireless thing and it's just walking around, it's like you can't
get
it out.
Yeah, I tried to explain this, and it kind of went over the top of her head, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Hang on, isn't she doing like...
She's doing the same shit I'm studying, and she doesn't...
Yeah. Oh, that's...
It doesn't realise
upsetting.
this thing. It's very upsetting, but...
It's kind of worrying.
It's worrying in some ways, but it's also... it's kind of relieving in other ways.
Where you're just like, oh man, I'm not...
Well, these people often get better grades than you because they're good at learning.
Oh yeah, they're good at tests.
They're good at tests and they're good at this.
I hate that.
And you're like, oh, holy shit, these people don't actually understand what they're learning.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I've got a chance.
Oh, yeah. Tests aren't the be-all, end-all. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I just was sort of dumbfounded that someone could have these ideas but not, ever have done anything. Well, that's half the problem is a lot of them aren't practical. They've never actually done anything with metal or... This is why you'd make an excellent engineer.
Because I've actually
done stuff.
Yeah, I felt that's a poor prerequisite. That's like, oh, if you've ever... Have you used a hammer in the correct way? Because like... Is one of the things, and I really like precision hammering. So and I know that sounds
it's a
like
skill of mine. It's like cutting
precision cheese. Yeah. It's So to give that little story a bit of context, I went through this.
About it already?
I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast. I went through a stage where I was obsessed with cutting perfect slices of cheese.
Not farting.
The perfect fart. Yeah. Anyway, so it turns out I'm pretty sure the dimensions for it are a consistent. Is it 1.2 millimeters? I think it is. Might not even be that thick. I'm pretty sure 1.2. 1.2 is a number coming to mind. Anyway, so I used to cut and measure
the thickness of
the slice. Got vernier calipers, or I did. It's like digital calipers, man. Fucking
next level shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, I'm out by 1/10 of a mil. Damn it. Just went through this cheese cutting obsession.
Was there a book on it or something? Or?
Yeah, I think I read part of it in one of Dad's chef textbooks about about cheese slices and how thick they should be. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to get so damn good at slicing cheese. Yeah, so just went through
Rubik's Cube of cheese cutting.
And then I basically one day I was just, what the fuck am I doing? All I do is just make cheese on toast. I just melt the shit afterward anyway.
Yeah, you just realize
I perfected this useless skill.
That's it. You've done something that was a waste of time.
Yeah, it's.
Would you call cheese cutting worse than like World of Warcraft? Getting good at that?
Well, no, because you can make money off Warcraft.
You can't anymore.
It's hard. Never. Yeah, you could. You could go and sell things for real world dollars, and you couldn't do it in game. They frowned on it, but you could set up. You're like, oh, here's my contact. Like, contact me here, and I'll go mine all this shit for you, all these really hard to get materials, and then I'll give them to you, and you'll wire me money.
Yeah, no, you wire me money first.
Yeah. But like that kind of thing. So you can make money off Warcraft. I mean, like, what am I going to work for? Like fucking pre-sliced cheese factories?
Yeah. Cafe.
Perfect. Well, yeah.
Put it on your resume.
So
what sort of skills do you bring to the workplace?
I can semi-consistently cut the perfect slice of cheese
really well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We just got.
How about tomatoes? What?
Tomato. What kind of cheese is that?
I haven't heard of that kind of cheese. Is that like a gorgonzola?
Or a blue cheese?
Is that some kind of blue cheese? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, useless skill.
What was shit on about before?
Kind of like a keto.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are.
Have
That's
a
why you
little
should be.
jab there.
That's why you should be an engineer, because you actually
Cut
got
perfect
knowledge.
slice of cheese.
But mate, with the engineering degree, you can just do anything. You can even do stuff that's not engineering related with an engineering degree.
You do that with a philosophy degree, man. That's what it is.
I can see you learning about material science and becoming
Material science is cool.
material scientist, because I know you're obsessed with that sort of shit.
Yeah, no, I am. I do get obsessed
You
about.
know, have you heard about what they're doing now with these
It's like most people don't even know metal has a grain,
grain?
and it makes a big difference when you're trying to do shit to
Have
it.
you heard about these? This is the kind of stuff I can see you getting into if you don't actually want to work in a workshop and draw shit. They've
I would rather cut my balls off than do technical drawing.
know how they? I forgot the name for it. But what they do is they get like this crystal powder of metal. Like, just imagine a iron dust or steel dust. They have a machine that 3D prints it into the shape they want, and then they bake it in the oven, and they can make parts like that. So they get it just hot enough that it melts together, but hot enough,
Not so it loses its form.
It loses its form, and they can mass produce parts. However, it's got the grain structure and it's shit. It's never as strong
it'd be
as
like
forged.
cast. It'd be like cast, but worse.
It's
probably.
worse than cast, but it's really cheap for making really complicated parts.
Yeah,
really
like
quickly.
Car parts, I suppose.
Oh,
engine
any
parts. Yeah,
parts in tools, parts in.
I suppose that's how you can 3D print
But
guns.
someone had to figure how to do that out. Someone had to invent the machine that did that sort of stuff, and someone had to have the expertise on
materials
and materials to figure that out. And like, that's Lachlan, down pat.
Have you seen explosion welding?
No.
So basically, it's how you weld two kinds of virtually non-weldable together materials. Like, you can weld copper and aluminium together using this, for example.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can weld anything together with this. It's great. Well, any metal. But basically, they just get like long bars of it. They put this film on it, stick it in a cave on top of each other, and just go bang, and you see like all this fucking dust and shit come out the end of the cave, and then it's just one piece. So they just blow it up and it sticks together. It's great.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's like explosion welding. It's cool. It's that's an interesting thing. We covering different types of welding at TAFE, and that was obviously the one that caught my eye.
Someone had to invent that.
It's just like, hang on, what if we blow them up to put them together? No, that's fucking crazy. How does that work?
Have you seen how they use thermite to weld train tracks together?
Yeah, I have seen that. That's cool. They just get like the thing, and then they just pour thermite in the top, and it just
and then it just like lights on fire.
Yeah.
It's like
because it's thermite.
it's like
It's what thermite does.
Well, I think aluminium oxide is what it ends up burning.
Yeah.
Or creating. Anyway, I think aluminium oxide's like one of the hottest
Things to burn.
Yeah, it was one of the liquid aluminum oxide.
Aluminum oxide. Aluminum.
It melts. So they have it liquid, so it melts at 2,000 degrees.
Oh, boiling point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty high.
Yeah. So
good old mate, 3,000 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Shit.
So what they do is this is when you do aluminium, because I was going to look at doing some aluminium casting because I'm actually quite obsessed.
Yeah, you got a thing for casting and have for a while.
I got a thing with metalworking. Anyway, I'll quickly finish the story about this and then I'll go off on that tangent. But the problem is like when you melt aluminium, one of the things that you have to get out of the
oxide layer.
Is the oxide layer.
Yeah. Well, it reforms on the top, but
yeah. But the reason why is this shit does not melt. You can't get it hot enough to melt.
It's painful when you're welding. It's why you gotta scrub aluminium before you weld it.
Yeah.
Because you can't break the oxide layer.
Because it's an electrical insulator. It's ceramic metal. It's so fucking annoying, but
it is.
It melts at such a high temperature that they use it in things like satellite, spaceship, the outer shell, because it can take so hot
re-entry temperatures and
yeah.
It's actually you can break it when you're welding, but the aluminium inside it is well past super like just liquidated. So by the time you break the oxide layer, it just like explodes all over the ground.
Yeah.
So it's really real frustrating. So you got to like scrub it off.
But like this material science and chemistry, man, I know you're right into that sort of shit. And I beg
Material
you,
science is good.
I beg you to at least have a look into it before you settle on other stuff. But anyway,
yeah.
the reason why I love like smithing and casting and stuff is almost the exact same reason why I love computer science and programming stuff. It's because you can build your own toolkits.
Yeah.
Once you learn how to smith and forge and cast stuff, you can theoretically make everything.
Yeah.
Same with the computer programming. Once you figure out how to computer program
Once you do source
stuff,
code, no.
Yeah. Once you get a really good understanding of it, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want. And for me, all this engineering stuff I'm studying is to give me a toolkit that I can make pretty much as stuff as I need.
Death beams.
Well, it's just like I need
Death robots.
You need a good fundamentally. You need a good understanding of math so you can learn. Say you want to build a cantilever or something, and you need to know how strong it has to be.
You can do that.
You have to figure out how to do the calculation
without trial and error.
You don't. I should be right, mate. Fucking bang and kill somebody. Probably.
Yeah,
not.
make it a bit thicker next time.
But the problem is all that engineering is all spoken in math, and
that's the language.
It's the language. Is math. The best part is if you get good at math, it makes learning that shit really simple because you understand the mathematical concepts, so you just figure it out easier that way instead of trying to learn it the other way around, which can be quite tricky.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was shitting on about? Oh yeah, because you can then make everything. You can make everything. Like
by the time you can cast, you can go and cast a fucking lathe. You can do loads of things.
You can cast the bed of a lathe. I
love the fact that you use the lathe to
make
itself.
Yeah,
that fucking cracks me up. It's so good.
So there's this one of my heroes is called Gingerly.
I'm not sure what his name is, but he's my hero.
Ginger. I can't pronounce it. It's like David Gingerly.
In the careful or cautious matter. Showing great care or caution.
There we go.
This dude.
And he wrote some books on like.
Yeah, he's the guy who did that build your own workshop.
Yeah, build your own workshop from nothing but like scrap.
Yeah.
It's like fucking awesome. It's like Minecraft in real fucking life. How can you get any better than that?
Yeah. It's good.
I just want to make shit. I like making stuff.
But I like that kind of stuff's real cool.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons that I like philosophy. Is it's kind of like on the other side of that. It's like the linguistic side.
Yeah, 100%.
And which is real super interesting to me, and it's good because you can also confuse the shit out of other people, and like convince them that you're. It's almost unfair sometimes when someone brings up just like or goes to have like a dumb argument with you or something like that, and you just fucking tear them to shreds. Because you're just linguistic. The way you can fashion arguments is just so much better than
it's a
and it gets unfair.
I love it.
Yeah, no, it is. He's just like
I love seeing people being destroyed with arguments.
Just verbally, you just.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
and physically. I mean, that's why I watch the UFC. But
that's why I learned to fight. So
yeah, that's it.
If words fail, my fists.
Yeah, that's it.
Hopefully, won't. There's not many.
That's why
people
I like getting callus build up on there. So when I punch people in the face, I don't break my hand.
Well, there's maybe one or two people in the world who, if you couldn't beat in an argument, would still beat you in a fight.
Well, yeah, that's it. I'm looking for that plateau. It's like
there's that. What was that?
And
Russian boxer who just lost. Heavyweight dude.
Fuck.
Klitschko. He's got a PhD. So he's like.
No, I was thinking of that other guy.
This guy.
Yeah,
Vladimir Klitschko. He's
I don't think I was thinking of Klitschko. I think I was thinking of another.
His nickname is Dr. Steelhammer, and it's because he's got a PhD.
that's great. Dr. Steelhammer.
It used to be just Steelhammer.
Yeah, he got his PhD, and it's Dr. Steelhammer.
Yeah, and well, he used to be World Heavyweight Championship.
Nice.
And I think he just.
What was his record?
Sorry,
he had a
69-5, I think.
Fuck, that's not bad.
64-5.
Yeah, 64-5. Oh, check out his wins by KO.
Yeah, heaps, man.
Holy shit. 53 wins by KO.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
He just lost.
I suppose that's why they call him Steelhammer.
Yeah.
Or Dr. Steel
Look
Hammer.
at that record, man.
Fuck, that's not bad, man. Who do you lose against? I don't know
Lost by
him.
TKO.
Ah, yeah, points.
TKO, and unanimous decision. I think he's retired now too.
Yeah.
But he's an awesome fighter, man.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a good record.
He's one of the guys I think you'd struggle if you could beat him in a. I mean, he did do like a PhD in sports science. So
Yeah.
maybe you might have a chance to get him on philosophy.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't
Yeah.
try to fight him. If it
No,
doesn't work.
that's it. That's
Oh, but you do jiu-jitsu, so you might be
well,
able
that's
to
it.
strangle him.
Maybe I could grapple him. Maybe.
He's
Until he just fucking stands up and just like punches me.
198 centimeters tall.
Oh shit. Want to work those
Double legs.
Yeah, that's
Single legs.
Yeah, that's it. I got to work the single leg. Because the boxing stance, I feel like a single leg would be easy to get.
And you could kick his legs as well.
Well, that's it. I mean, and that's kind of typical. Yeah, no, I'm still a bad matchup. It doesn't matter how you spin it. It's a bad matchup.
But anyway, yeah, no,
I like the idea of grappling on this. My grappling skill's not great, but hopefully it's better than his.
But I do totally appreciate that the other side of getting really good at linguistics, because I know I suck at it. It's half the reason why I want a podcast is so I can learn how to speak.
Yeah, just learn how
coherently.
Fashion arguments. Yeah, man, it's good.
Getting better. But anyway,
Yeah.
no, you don't have to study it. Just look.
Oh look, honestly, it's something that I would be interested to do probably more in my own time. Just like go through,
learn how to program. And
yeah,
stuff.
just like learn how to program, learn a bit more about material sciences because that shit is fucking badass.
Yeah,
I love knowing what things are made of.
Yeah,
like at the smallest possible level.
Well, at our university, they had some engineering PhD student, and I talked to him about it. He's doing his thesis on. He's creating.
Is this the guy that just tears things?
Yeah, so he was just crushing shit. This is his PhD.
Yeah. Crushing,
he was trying to create a lattice pattern of aluminium panels.
Yeah.
So you'd have like a piece of aluminium. I think he 3D printed the shape in aluminium. So using liquid aluminium to.
Yeah.
Because I don't think aluminium has something weird with its crystal structure.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters all that much.
What, whether you print it or...
Yeah, whether you cast or bend it. I don't think it really matters.
I'm just trying to think what it does. Yeah, that would kind of make sense. Because I know the only reason... Like, the reason that things like for tools and stuff with the steel is part of the carbon content, but carbon and iron and shit like that, but it doesn't have anything to do with aluminium. Aluminium's just its own fucking weird little thing.
But anyway, he was trying to figure out what shape. So he imagine like a sandwich, and in between the two sheets of aluminium, there was a pattern, and he was trying to get the weight to strength ratio and find out what shape was the best. So obviously triangles is going to be the strongest, but it potentially uses the most material, and therefore it's going to weigh the most. And he was trying to optimize the shape and spacing of the shapes to get the strongest, lightest kind of panel.
Yeah.
So instead of having like solid steel, like if you need like armor, or say you needed like, you want a thick something to protect another thing, that doesn't make sense.
Or even it'd be useful for like aircrafts and shit.
Yeah, or just panels for roofs, or if you want some sort of thick lining that doesn't weigh a whole heap.
Yeah.
What's the strongest and best shape and design you could do it?
Yeah, I suppose it'd be good for bridges and stuff like
that.
Yeah.
Anything that you need light, strong, cheap material. And he's trying to, and I thought, holy fuck, that's cool.
That's cool. And it's a really, really useful thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you can make a fuckload of money if you figure it out and patent it.
Patent the shit out of it.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But
faux shizzle.
Nah, I just always encourage people to keep learning useful stuff.
Yeah, man.
I see it.
It's part of. It's just that constant improvement thing. What's that thing that you showed me the other day? Kaizen?
Oh, the Japanese. The Japanese theory of Kaizen, or their philosophy of Kaizen.
Yeah.
I'll bring that up actually. That's
a good one too.
Kaizen.
Kissen. Yeah. So close.
Kai.
Oh, it's come up with Korean. That was kind of close.
What's that? I don't know.
That was a struggle to get that A in there.
Yeah, A's not working.
Oh.
Oh dear. Kaizen.
No, you've got it the other way around. Kai.
Kai.
No, not Kia. Kia-san.
That one.
No. Yeah, I'll
Let's see if you can figure it out.
Yeah. Pass me the keyboard. Pass me the keyboard.
Kisan. Fuck. God damn it.
No.
Why can't I learn how to spell? If you take that button off, it works better. Oh, there you go.
Yep. You kept putting the I before the A. I tried to tell you. It's like
I after E except for after P. I don't know.
Yeah. That sounded right. That sounded good. Yeah.
Might be Kaizen though.
Oh, that sounds like the way of. Oh, that would just be the way of Kaizen, wouldn't it? To open a mountain.
Type in Toyota. What the fuck's T? T-O-Y.
Toyota.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kaizen.
Kaizen. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Here we go. Kaizen is the Japanese word for continuous improvement.
In business.
It refers to activities that continuously improve all functions and involve all employees from the CEO. But anyway, so
Yeah. To the assembly
we
line
just
workers.
do that with your life, I think.
Yeah.
If you just try to aim to make small, continuous improvements to
That's
your
it.
life, I think
Yep.
you're going to be happy.
Yeah. Or at least you're gonna have a lot of spare time if things are.
Change for better.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like that whole. It's a concept covered a little while ago called eudaimonia, and I think it's a Greek word, and it means like self-realization or like human flowering. It's a really weird way of putting it. The other translation I think was eternal happiness, but you have to look at what that would have meant in Greek society because they're very much like utilitarian. So so you're like working for the betterment of like the society and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So their version of happiness is like becoming really, really useful at a bunch of things and being able to like apply yourself in your community and things like that.
Nice.
And that's how you get eternal happiness. It's not like you are now. You just go out and do fuckloads of cocaine and fuck strippers, and that's eternal
Well, that
happiness.
is kind of happiness in some ways.
Well, it's
as well,
hedonistic happiness, but it's not.
I don't
It's not the kind of happiness this refers to,
It's
though.
not
Is my
long
point.
term.
It's not long. Yeah,
It's not long term. And
yeah, it's not. But and so it's like eternal happiness for someone in our society might be very, very different to what it was originally meant.
well,
But it's like this idea. It's a similar thing. It's like this idea of becoming the best version of yourself.
Well, that's where I think it's Zen Buddhism. They have their.
Oh man, I just looked the fucking.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that, guys. I think in Zen Buddhism,
Sounds all over the place, man. Who gives a fuck?
Buddhism, they have.
Buddhism.
It's called, I think, the middle way.
Yep, there you go. I like how it changes it all to lowercase for you too, except for fucking that one. Middle way.
So the idea of the middle way is, I'm not an expert on this by any stretch of the imagination.
I actually have a big book on Zen Buddhism. If you want to read it.
It's one of the. I think it's my favorite. From what I've noticed, all the Buddhisms, it's the most. It's the most. It's the Buddhism with the least amount of doctrine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, like original Buddhisms.
yeah,
Fucking-
you must do this and you must. do
And it's
that
like,
and-
it's like you have to become nihilistic
yeah,
in order to, because that's kind of what that whole enlightenment thing, which was just like, oh, you've got to let go of your worldly desires. It's like, that's pretty fucking nihilistic when you look at what that actually means for your life. You've got to stop feeling. You've got to stop
I'm so gonna
thinking of everything.
fuck
It's
this
like,
up, but I think
anyway, yeah, go
for
on.
me, sorry, you.
No, I'll bitch on about regular Buddhism afterwards.
Yeah, but Zen Buddhism is the most related to Taoism.
Yeah, well, and we're already big on that.
I'm a pretty big fan on that. But
Yeah, same.
with Zen, the thing is like the idea of the middle way is the idea of happiness is that what are the two types of happiness?
Oh, lasting happiness and
Yeah, but there's a word for those two. There's like one type of happiness where you just do cocaine and bang hookers and drink.
Hedonism, yeah.
Hedonism.
Yeah.
On one side, and the other side is those guys who are ultra strict.
Yeah.
They do all these, intense mental and physical discipline, and they go sit in the monastery and don't speak to anyone for years and years on end to obtain happiness. And that's the other extreme, and the whole idea of the middle way is to find the balance between the two.
Yeah.
Because both of those two extremes
aren't good for you.
Or they might make you happy, but I don't think you're really fulfilling the most out of your life.
Yeah. It's like my kind of little philosophy thing that I've been thinking about for a while now is like part of the point of being a human is to kind of like be a human, to like feel things and do things and shit like that. Doesn't mean that you should drop everything and go do cocaine and bang hookers. Although it probably doesn't hurt once in a while.
It's the same as purchasing stuff.
Yeah.
You'd probably... it's like when you buy things. When I decide to buy something, I really think about it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Do I really need this? You're like,
yeah.
Nah.
If
the answer is not definitive yes, then I don't do it. That way I don't accrue anything that I don't really need. But sometimes you just want
your relatives
you
just
want a
drop
nice poster
off
for your wall, or you just want some little knick-knack or something that's completely shit.
Doesn't hurt to have.
Doesn't hurt to have, but as long as it just doesn't mean that you get happy from having it, if you know what I mean. Otherwise you go to hedonism.
What's that Fight Club quote? Make sure the things you own don't end up owning you.
Yeah. But it's like the
Fuck, that's a good
hedonism.
movie.
If you become a slave to that, all you want to do is consume. So your happiness is from just consuming stuff.
Yeah.
Where on the flip side, if you don't, and all your happiness is from strict and deliberate discipline and nihilistic kind of, I don't need anything, I'm happy by myself, you kind of really don't experience anything.
No, you don't get the most out of yourself. You stay very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one side of things is everything, because you're just so consuming, everything just becomes white noise, versus you have no noise at all. Somewhere in the middle is the music.
Well, that's it. Yeah. One of them is you don't have the time to, or you don't take the time for introspection, and the other one is you've got nothing to introspect on.
Yeah.
So, I like that middle way.
Middle way.
Yeah. The whole point of being a human is to, be a human. Go do things. Don't let them get the better of you, but, go do things. Have fun. It's good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you look at, original Buddhism, and it's got, the meaning of life is suffering, and the way to transcend suffering is by, letting go of worldly desires. And I'm like, what? You're telling me, I should stop?
Do you think maybe that's lost in translation?
I don't know. I've seen a bunch of translations. I'm not articulating it very well because I would have to go and read the stuff on it that I was reading before. But most of those, the Four Noble Truths, you start reading them and there's it's like anything. There are bits of it that are good for sure, but I wouldn't want it as my full doctrine to follow.
But if you dig Stoicism, the Stoics, they kind of come to the same conclusion that life.
Yeah, but it's more like the Taoism. Their version's more like Taoism, though. It's more like just let the universe do its thing.
Yeah. Almost,
and you kind of move with it. It's I kind of think Taoism's a bit more like less is more. So don't keep adding to it. You take out what you don't need, and you're left with good stuff, as opposed to trying to add in things that'll make you better.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of viewed.
Well, my idea of it was, you got to make sure that the stuff you are happy about. So you don't make yourself. You try to avoid deriving pleasure from things that are. Oh, God damn it! I can't express it. Okay, so, what's the Stoics? They don't like trying to derive happiness from, say, money.
So my thing is, try not to let anything that can be pulled away from you.
Yeah.
Don't make that the foundation of your happiness. That's typically a good thing.
But the way they also look at it is if those things come into your life and bring you happiness, okay, be happy for it, but don't
hold on to it.
Don't hold on to it too much, because money can come and go, and women and partners and
everything else
can come and go. Just be happy that you're not crippled, and be happy that the sun
pops up
and goes down.
Yeah, and warms you up and occasionally dries your fucking laundry.
occasionally.
Yeah. You know what, man? That's we're bang on a normal podcast length.
Okay.
Yeah. It's probably not a bad time to finish it. Meaning of happiness. How to be happy.
How to be happy.
That's a strong finish. All right, man.
All right, just wait, but don't stop recording.
Don't stop recording.
I
I can't even find my fucking mouse. Where did it go? It just this is what I was talking about at the start. It's just fucking disappeared. Oh, there we go.
Wait a sec. Don't stop recording. I want to put a loud noise at the end again.
So you can sync up the ending. Well, there you go.
There we go.
All right, out. Goodbye. Stopping.
No, I'm not even going to play this part.
All right.